everybody. I am back to give you another book review. So, thank you for joining me once again. And I am going to review the book called Sweet Tea by Piper Huguley. And this is the cover of that book. Cute cover. Okay. So, this story revolves around a woman named Althea Daly. She's a southerner that has left her hometown to obtain an education and find success up north in the big city. Althea worked her way up the ranks at a prestigious law firm in New York, and she became partner. Althea hasn't returned to her hometown in many years. After becoming partner, Althea was given a case regarding trade secrets of a sweet tea between two businesses that would require her to return to the South. Althea hasn't returned to her hometown in many years. So, when speaking with her grandmother, Althea found out information that she found disturbing. Althea's grandmother shared a man named Jack Darwent was there to feature her in his movie called Southern Treasures. It was to be a documentary showcasing Southern food traditions. Well, Althea didn't like the sound of this and believed Jack may be taking advantage of her elderly grandmother. Althea's urge to protect her grandmother landed her right back in her hometown of Milford, Georgia. Althea's grandmother, Miss Ada, was revered in the Milford community. She was a descendant of the founders of the Milford Community College and HBCU. Miss Ada was known for her great cooking and service to the community. Every year, Miss Ada put on a dinner to raise funds for the college. Miss Ada's name rang far and wide due to her great cooking, which Jack heard about while visiting a previous location and decided to visit and determine if the hype was as hype as it was hyped up to be. Jack happens to be the member of a wealthy family. Jack has attended college and was expected to be a part of the family legal firm. Jack decided this wasn't what he wanted to do with his life. He decided to venture out on his own and make a documentary. Jack loved Southern cuisine and grew up on it by his loving nanny. Jack set out to fund this documentary on his own and wound up in Milford, Georgia. Jack and Aletha have a past that they are both running from. Althea lived in a small town and couldn't wait to leave and become successful. Althea seemed to be almost ashamed of her family history in Milford. Jack was running from parental expectations to become a successful lawyer like his father. Both of them go on a journey of discovering what is important in life and facing their families and the things that they have run from. This is a wonderfully crafted story that weaves in Southern history with love, restoration, and personal growth. The story touched on mending fences with loved ones and realizing that you can have a positive impact on a community even in the smallest of acts. Great food, community, family, and fellowship were the centerpiece theme for the story, in my opinion. I will say this is an even paced story. It's a slow burn love story. I enjoyed the southernness of the story. It definitely took your mind down south. There is a recipe in the book. I haven't tried this particular recipe, but it looks like it would be a delicious treat. This story showed that sweet tea is taken very seriously in the South. This was an enjoyable read. I will let you read the book to find out how the trade secret sweet tea case turned out. I will let you find out if Jack and Althea come to an understanding about this documentary project. I will let you read the book to find out how their relationship develops. I will let you find out how exactly do Jack and Althea come to grips with their past. All in all, it is a good book. It does raise some topics about family and how running from family issues eventually catch up to you in one way or another. It can bring up the topic about checking up on your loved ones, not letting so much time pass before you speak to them or visit them in some way, form, or fashion. It also brings up a topic of protecting our elderly. Sometimes they tend to be more open and receptive to things that maybe they should not. And sometimes that can be due to the fact that their family members have, in a sense, abandoned them. So they seek friendships from, well, strangers that may or may not have the best intentions. It also brings up the topic of those that live in a small town. Some are very ready to get out, and some absolutely love it and continue to stay. So it kind of brings up the topic of do you stay, do you leave? The expectation of possibly leaving the small town, getting a higher education, but returning to the town to give back to the town. Some small towns definitely have that issue of community members leaving and then never kind of looking back, and their small town kind of suffers because it's such a small town with limited resources and limited people, which is a part of this Milford College's plight. So I do give this book a 5 out of 5. I definitely enjoyed it. It is a good read, so go check it out. So subscribe, click like, share, tell a friend. If you've read the book, comment your thoughts. I would like to know what you think of the book. And until next time, keep turning the pages, my book lovers.